Good morning, JJ, Dominic, and Dakota. We are ready for our next round of videos. Today, we're focusing on Thursday, April 9th, lesson 90. And just as a reminder and to let you know, Monday, which will be April 13th, you will be taking a test. I've sent that home in your packets. There may be a couple of them on there that we may not normally do your best. If it's something that we haven't done at all, then just go ahead and skip that. But do your best to try to do those without your book if you can. If you need the help of your book, that's okay. But please make sure that you show your work, okay? Today, lesson 90, page 592, adding and subtracting. If you remember back, we can only add and subtract if we have a common denominator. So 4 plus 7 gives me 11 thirds. Sometimes we leave them like that, sometimes we do a mixed number. We can only add and subtract if we have a common denominator. We're doing the same thing today, except we have variables involved. So, we're looking at a couple of things. Are my denominators the same? Yes, they are. So we can add. Do I have like terms up top? If we do, we add those like terms. If not, we don't add them. And then pay attention to the sign. What's in the middle? So here it's pretty cut and dry. Denominator stays the same, and then both of them are an x squared. We're simply adding 2 plus 3, 5 x squared over 20. Now, we're not done. A couple lessons back, we started talking about reducing these. Well, 5 can go into 20. That can reduce to 1/4. And then I have an x and an x squared. Don't forget, I will pull this one up and subtract. Exponents, 2 minus 1 gives me 1x over 4. So simplify if at all possible. 1b, so that was 1a. 1b. Let's look at it. 3a minus 2 over a plus 2. Now we've got a minus sign in the middle. A minus 6 over a plus 2. Again, denominators are the same, so we can add. Got a plus 2 on the bottom. Now the top I'm going to write out because I want to make sure you're understanding this. We have 3a minus 2 right here. This minus, I told you up here, pay attention to your sign. This minus is going to change all of this. So it's going to become minus a, negative and a negative, plus 6. You've got to be careful with those. Now add like terms. 3a minus a. Don't forget, that's an understood 1 in front of there. So that gives me 2a. Negative 2 plus 6 will give me 4 over a plus 2. But just when you thought you were done, we're going to add another lesson to that. I know you guys are all groaning right now. What do these two things have in common up here? 2. You can take a 2 out. 2a divided by 2 leaves me with a. 4 divided by 2 leaves me with 2 over a plus 2. Now guess what I can do? That's right. I can cancel. That's a like term. we can reduce, we can simplify. So my final answer is simply 2. Be careful, pay attention to these. If you can reduce, reduce. Don't forget, you have to take something out before you cancel the whole thing. With this one, pay attention to the sign. And 1C. This is a big one. And again, I know you're all grown. Z cubed minus 10z squared divided by z squared minus 3z minus 18. We're going to add 4z squared divided by z squared minus 3z minus 18. So we need to simplify everything. What do these have in common? A z squared. So if I take a z squared out, 3 minus 2, leaves me with z to the first, z squared and z squared cancel, so I end up there. We need to factor this. So I've got z and z. If this is a negative, one's got to be positive, one has to be negative. Factors of 18. 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, and I need to have a negative 3. 1 plus or minus 18 is not going to give me negative 3. 2 plus or minus 9 is not going to give me negative 3. However, 3 minus 6 will give me a negative 3. So that is my denominator. Plus, stay with the 4z squared here, over z plus 3 and z minus 6. Common denominators, we can simply add those. Okay? So, common denominator, z plus 3 and z minus 6. Now, let's go back up top. My brain and the way that I used to teach this messed me up as to what we're doing now. So follow with me, please. Up here, before they factored, they went ahead and added like terms. So that should have given us z cubed. Negative 10 plus 4 would be negative 6z squared. Okay? So that's what they have done in the combination of this. So z cubed minus 6z squared. Where they have in common, you take out a z squared, which leaves me with z minus 6. So if I have z squared, z minus 6, what can I cancel now? Z minus 6. So my final answer, z squared over z plus 3. Okay? Be careful with that, that's my fault. Moving on to example 2. I'll come back over here and erase this so we can keep moving with example 2. Example 2. Add 2h to the 4th over 6h plus 4h squared over 2h squared. Got to go back and combine some lessons. To find common denominators for variables. What's the lowest number that both 6 and 2 can go into? 6. this stays 6. 2 times what is 6? 3. So that becomes 6. That also means that I have to multiply the top times 3, which would give me 12. Now, take out the highest exponent, which in this case is 2. So h squared. So what am I going to have to multiply this times? I'm going to have to add h in there. So this is now 2h to the 5th over h squared. You got a plus. Now I have a common denominator. But do I have like terms up top? No. This is an h squared. So 2 h to the 5th plus 12 h squared over 6h squared. That's where we are right now. But it does say to simplify. What do both these have in common? They have a 2 and an h squared. Two divided by 2, 1. 5 divided by 2, don't forget to subtract when we divide exponents. So that becomes h cubed plus 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. And 2 minus 2 is 0, so that stays 1. We're not done yet. Reduce. Our h squared is canceled. 2 divided by 6 gives me 1/3, so I have 1 times h cubed plus 6 over 3. That gets us our answer. So for example 2, got to find a common denominator and then add and subtract. All right. Example 3. And then I will send you on your way for lesson 9. Example 3. X plus 3 over x minus 4. And then we have minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 20. So we've got to find a common denominator. So first, let's factor this. X is a negative, positive, negative, 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Now hopefully you can look at those pretty quick, figure out, no, that's not going to give me 1, that's what we're looking for is 1. No, it's got to be 5 and 4. I need a positive 1, so positive 5 minus 4. So, common denominator. What's going to be our common denominator if we have this and this? Well, this is included in that. So the combination here is our common denominator. X plus 5 and x minus 4. Now what's here that's not here? Right, x plus 5. And if I multiply on the bottom, I have to do the same thing up top. So now we start to solve. Now I do need to go ahead and do this. X squared, we're foiling, plus 3x plus 5x plus 15. And then, don't forget this, minus 2. Combine like terms, x squared plus 8x plus 13. 15 minus 2 gives me my 13. And the bottom simply stays the same. You cannot do anything with these. That is your answer. Don't simplify anymore because you can't. Okay? So, factor, generally, the combo of these two is going to be your common denominator. You're simply going to have to multiply this one over here times the missing one. And then and make sure you finish and solve on the top, on the numerator, okay? That is essentially lesson 90. Lesson 90. These are ones we do not do. Here we go. Number 10, 16 and 17, 25, A and B, you don't do. 26, 29, and 30. So do not do those problems for lesson 90. And again, on Monday, you will take your next test. All right, guys, have a good one.